Today is Friday of the 14th week of Ordinary Time. Jesus says in today's Gospel that he is sending us out like sheep in the midst of wolves, and that we must beware of people who will persecute us and circumstances that will torment us. He's pointing to the dangers of preaching the good news. But these dangers exist before we even start to urge our compatriots to live in peace, forgiveness, faith, and so on. Jesus could call out our whole culture, saying something like this in the style of Jeremiah. Look around you, you people of Washington. What do you see? Evil's everywhere. You are like sheep among wolves. Beware of people who will abuse you in the workplace and exploit your labor. People who will sit on your condo board and fight against building maintenance until your building falls down on you. People who will disrupt your flight with their drunkenness, their refusal to follow crew member instructions, and their kicking the back of your seat. People who will tell you, the Native American, to go back to your own country. And so on, ad infinitum. This cultural climate parallels our physical climate, though if we live in air conditioning, we may forget our protections. 2 nights ago, I went outside about 10 p.m., and it was still hot and steamy. How do the poor live? How do the homeless live? If we live among family, friends, and affluence, we may also forget the protections that they provide, though family, friends, and work can bring much suffering too. The longer storyline of our first reading, that of Joseph's envious brothers selling him into slavery and telling their father that he has been killed by animals, reminds us of what family members are capable of doing. So, now what? We might start with Ignatius's sense that all is gift. Everything good we experience in this life is a gift from God, our Creator, starting with ourselves. Each of us must, as a matter of necessity, come to value ourselves as created in love by God, to give love and to receive love. And, Ignatius might add, to free ourselves of anything that impedes the optimal flow of this love. Love your neighbor as you honor and respect yourself. That is, deal with your interior distress and hurts from the past, your limited negative attitudes, your stubbornness, and so on. Increase your internal supply of compassion that allows you to take on the pain of the world without being overwhelmed yourself. Initiative for this growth rests within each one of us, and a good therapist, spiritual director, priest, friend, and mentor can help us work wonders. And ask God for help, the God of Jacob and his 12 sons, the God of Jesus and his followers, the God of the Spirit of love and truth, the God whose feminine side embraces Mary, the seat of wisdom, and compassion, the Pieta for us all. After all, God is the ultimate therapist, spiritual director, priest, mother, father, friend, and mentor, and the ultimate source of our fundamental value as human beings, the source of meaning and value for our lives, despite what happens to us and despite what anyone else thinks of us. Whatever is realized is right, Oscar Wilde says. The true vice is shallowness. The unexamined life is not worth living, Socrates said, and a wise person added, the unlived life is not worth examining. Come to me, all you who labor, and I will give you rest, Jesus says. He invites us to test all spirits and discover the truth so we can live in his peace in the midst of a chaotic and dangerous world.